everybody, Danny Griffin with another Monday Mojo brought to you by freethinkingtools.com. Many of the great achievements of the world were accomplished by tired and discouraged men who kept on working. Author unknown. Have you ever watched a woodpecker go at a tree? I mean, you get dizzy just watching and marvel at how they just keep after it. Just thinking about that type of work ethic makes me think about a great guy I used to work for a long time ago. He bought a house in northern New England just to escape the city grind. He described the property like it was some sort of an oasis, complete with a beautiful pond. Well, what he didn't know was that the property was already inhabited by a nice couple, the Beavers. Well, according to the Beavers, the pond was really theirs to do as they pleased. And they decided to clog it up and build a dam. Well, the Spencers had a small problem with the intent of the squatters and decided to unclog the dam. Over and over and over again. I'm not sure even the Hatfields and McCoys went at it like this. One day while Spencer was knee-deep in the battle, a fellow neighbor happened upon the scene in his old truck and offered a simple cryptic statement. "Bevah got you busy, Spencer," and went on his way. The story is a classic one, and I like it for its New England flair, with the contrast between the determined city dweller turned weekend woodsman and a stubborn old squatter. However, when you really consider the scene, you witness a fantastic battle of wills and a lesson in consistency. You see, Spencer was at that time a fantastic, highly ranked investment analyst. His attention to detail was impeccable, and his word was followed by so many who sought to plunder a fortune on his advice. As a young guy fresh out of college, I was unable to understand how important his work was to him until one day he sat me down and showed me the error in my ways as he handed over an analytical report that I had prepared that he had in turn tattooed with his corrective red pen. Well, he explained to me that literally hundreds of millions of dollars would swing one way or the other based on the nickels and dimes per share that we were reporting. A lesson that taught me there really is no such thing as a 9-to-5 mentality. You simply have to roll up your sleeves and do what it takes to perform the task at your highest level. As I look back, I recall from that point forward working extra hard to make sure the details were accurate. There was many a late night when I would certainly be the last one out of the building. At that point, I became wired to stay consistent, especially when I was struggling with a task. Before asking for help, I knew it was right to first rely upon what I had learned and give it my best and never give up. Not that there was much of it in me, but any laziness was chased from my being for good at that point. There would never again be an intentional lack of consistent effort in any task I set out to do. This lesson has made all the difference in my life. It's a tool that I know is always at my disposal and can solve most any dilemma. When in doubt, I slap my tail in the water, dive right back in, and start working on my dam. I suppose if that old-timer from the woods knew, he might be smiling sideways and spouting, "Griffin, Bevah got you busy?" Another Monday Mojo brought to you by freethinkingtools.com, reminding you to think and thrive. We'll see you next time. I'm Danny Griffin.